guys, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm so excited because I'm going to be doing an everyday fall makeup look. I've done a few different fall looks on my channel for this season and they've all been super dramatic, so I wanted to tone it down and do a look for my working ladies and gentlemen, or people who are just going to school, or you just want to look put together without trying too hard. I love this look, just not even for every day, but just in general. If I ever don't know what kind of look I want to do, this is like my safe haven, like my just perfect look that I think looks good on everybody with no matter what outfit you're wearing. Like, it's just a classic look that I love. And you could always swap out the lip color as well to make it wearable, whether it's for fall, for spring, for summer, etc. And today's video is sponsored by Kiss. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Like, thank you so much to Kiss for working with me in today's video. You guys know I am obsessed with their lashes, and their lash glue is like all that I use on my channel. I have been raving about them for years. You guys have heard me talk about them a million times. So I feel so honored to be working with a brand that I've already been talking about for years on my channel, and their drugstore. So it's super affordable. You guys know I love my affordable stuff, and I love recommending amazing products to you guys that are on a budget for those of you who want to look good without spending a lot of money. I think Kiss has completely changed the lash game at the drugstore. They have everything you can possibly think of, from something super natural for beginners, something really wispy for just somebody who wants to wear something for every day, and they have also super dramatic lashes for really intense looks, which I love. I've tried all their lashes, from like the super natural ones to the really more bold ones, and I love them all. They're super easy to apply, they're affordable, you can reuse them, they're lightweight, they're comfortable, and I love how they have so much to choose from, because they're perfect for beginners or people who are just makeup artists. And even if you're a freelance makeup artist, you have a lot for different clients as well. So I just love Kiss, and their lash glue, you guys know I've literally been using their lash glue probably at this point for almost 4 years. It's like my go-to, it's all that I use. I've tried other ones and nothing really compares to it, and it's so affordable. So Kiss recently revamped some of their lashes, and those are the ones that I'm going to be showing you guys today that I think are perfect for an everyday makeup look. I want to give you guys some different options depending on your preference and your eye shapes and what really you're looking for in a lash. So I will leave all the lashes that I use down below if you guys are interested, and we are also hosting a giveaway, which I'm so excited for. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram, follow Kiss on Instagram, and I will leave the rest of the details down below in the description box as well. So just check down below because everything will be there for you. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to grab a snack as always, and let's just go ahead and jump into it. Okay guys, so I did my brows off camera just to save time, and I think brows are super boring. I don't enjoy doing them, so that's why I usually just skip it, but I'll leave the products that I use down below. And we all have different ways of doing our brows, so sometimes I feel like brow tutorials can be kind of like because we all have different ways of doing things and different brow shapes and everything. But anyways, okay, let's start off with the eyes today. I'm keeping it super simple. I'm gonna just do a quick coat of mascara. This one is from Essence. It's the Lash Princess Volume Mascara, and I'm just doing this just because every time I do falsies, no matter what kind of look I'm doing, I always need to do a quick coat of mascara, and this is just gonna help for your real lashes to blend in with your fake ones. And any mascara will work. Like, you literally just need a quick coat. So now I'm gonna pop on some falsies, but I'm gonna show you guys some different options that you could do for this look. So the first ones that I'm gonna show you are the ones that I'm gonna be using today. These are the Kiss Blooming Lash Multi-Layered Effect Lashes in the style Daisy. These are gonna give you like that doll-like appearance. They have a really nice wisp to them, and they're very fluttery, really, really lightweight. They sort of taper in on the sides as well, so they give you sort of like that elongated eye look, which I love. It really makes your eyes look bigger and more awake, especially when you're doing such a natural look and you might be a little bit tired. I think these are perfect for that. The next pair are the Kiss Look So Natural Natural Effect Lashes in the style Vamp. These are basically those lashes that look like you just applied a couple coats of mascara and you just got out the door, and they look extremely natural. They're super lightweight and very comfortable, so if you're wearing glasses, you're not gonna have to worry about them hitting your lenses, and they kind of just look like a little bit of an enhancement to your natural lashes already. So those are really pretty, and I think those can be really great if you are going to work or school and you want to keep it just really simple. And the last pair that I have for you is from the True Volume line, and these are the Pumped Up Effect in the style Posh. These are 100% natural hair, and they're going to give you that volume and thickness that we all love with our lashes, kind of like if you would go in with a super thick volumizing mascara. So love these as well. And since the band on these lashes are so thin, they're super easy to apply. I actually have a full in-depth video on how I apply falsies, and I used my Kiss lash glue that I'm obsessed with and a pair of Kiss lashes as well. So I will link that down below if you guys want to check it out and see kind of step by step on exactly how to apply falsies. So for my lash glue today, you guys know I'm obsessed with the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. This one has biotin and blueberry in it, and it's latex free. So if you are allergic to latex, this one's perfect. It doesn't make my eyes irritated or sensitive, and I love the brush applicator on this because it just makes it so easy and you don't have to worry about any mess or applying too much. So as you can see, there's literally a super thin layer of glue on the lash. You really don't want to glob it on there because then they're just going to be sliding all over the place and it's just never going to be able to stick onto your eye. So I'm just holding up the lash right here with my tweezer, and I'm just going to kind of blow on it a little bit and just let it air dry for about 30 seconds. And you have to let the glue dry because that's the mistake that I used to make. If you just pop them on right away, they're going to slide everywhere and they're never going to stick to your eyes, especially if you're using a lot of glue. So one thin layer, wait 30 to 40 seconds, pop them on, and you're good to go. So whenever I'm in a rush, especially if I'm doing a look that's super simple like this, I like to multitask. So while my lash glue is drying for a few seconds, I will do something else as part of my makeup routine just to kind of speed up the process. So I'm gonna be tightlining my upper waterline in the meantime, and I'm gonna be using the LA Girl Glide Gel Pencil Liner in the shade Very Black. This is gonna just really help to make your falsies really look like lash extensions and kind of just look super natural. That way you don't have that gap in between your falsies and your real lashes. So if you don't do this and maybe you struggle with your lashes looking unnatural, I would definitely give this a try because I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. All right, now it is time to pop on the lashes. I like to just go straight down, and I like to kind of look down at my mirror. So I have a mirror like right below me, and it makes it a lot easier when applying. And then you just take the tweezers and you just adjust your lashes to your liking. You want to make sure that you press them down as close to the base of your real lashes as possible. And with my tweezers, I like to kind of press very gently. You don't want to poke yourself, but you want to press down your real lashes to the falsies. Again, just to make everything blend better. And you can just see like how beautiful that looks. I'm obsessed with these. They're so pretty. Okay, so this is another little trick that I like to do. So I have two different eye shapes. This eye right here is a lot bigger and more open, whereas this one, I like to call it a football shaped eye. It's more like closed off. So I like to take the back of my tweezers and I literally will just fluff up the lashes. So I'll take the back of the tweezers and I'll press it right against up that lash line, and I'll just kind of lift them upwards, as you can see, and it just really gives you sort of like that open effect, and it makes the lashes look a little bit more like va-va-voom. And just to show you, I'm gonna put on my glasses right here. I'm actually getting a new prescription and I'm so excited because these glasses are old. These are like 3 years old, but you put your glasses on and you don't have to worry about them hitting the lens or anything. They're super comfortable, so if you're driving, if you're at school or work, it's not going to be super annoying. And you can see when I look down, the lash band is basically invisible. It's totally clear, and that's what makes it even look more like they are lash extensions, because when I got mine done before, that is what they looked like. So I will leave a link down below so you guys can purchase the lashes and the lash glue if you're interested. They're super affordable. You can get them at like any drugstore, so just check the description box for details. Okay, so now we can move into the skin, which I think is also super important when it comes to just having a super natural look like this. So I'm going to start off by priming, and I have been absolutely in love with the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. I feel like this just makes my skin look super hydrated and plump, and it kind of acts just like as a lightweight moisturizer, which I'm obsessed with. So I'm gonna just rub this in everywhere, and I have combo skin and it works really well for me. So I feel like this could be really versatile for different skin types as well. So I like to rub, and then I kind of like press everything in as well. And I know that my face is a lot lighter than the rest of my body. I don't like to self tan it because my skin is super sensitive, so I just would rather just get a darker foundation just to match my body. Then I'm gonna go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. You guys know I love this. I have a lot of favorite primer waters, but for some reason I always go back to this one. It's great. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add some extra hydration to my skin. When you do this and when you do your foundation over top, everything kind of just melts seamlessly into the skin, and it's not gonna look cakey. It's not gonna settle into your fine lines. It's just gonna help everything to absorb better. And there's a lot of really good drugstore ones as well. I really like the NYX one. The Wet n Wild one is great. Gray, the Rimmel Stay Matte one. Okay, so for foundation today, I have been in love with the new Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. This one is in the shade Tan, which is my self-tan shade. This has not replaced my Makeup Revolution foundation. That is my holy grail foundation of the moment, and I'm in love with that. But that's super full coverage, and I know for like just an everyday average working person, that foundation might not be ideal if you're just looking for something to look super fresh. Not that that one doesn't, but sometimes we just want something a little bit more lightweight, and this Becca foundation does that for me. So kind of reminds me of the IT Cosmetics CC cream. Like the packaging is literally identical, and I just love this because it gives you some really nice medium coverage, but it feels super natural. It kind of feels like a BB cream on the skin. So I really love that aspect of it, and I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge just to press this into the skin. This is my favorite way to apply this product because it really gives you that natural look. And you can build it up, and it's really beautiful when you do, but I usually just do one good layer and I'm good to go. So obviously this does not match my face, but I'm trying to match the rest of my body so that everything doesn't look crazy. And also this foundation, because I was just on Ulta's website last night, and this foundation is actually on sale. It's like 30 bucks, which I know that's still pricey, but if you're looking into something for every single day and you want to splurge, I think it's great. I hope the sale is still going on, but yeah, I literally just looked last night and it was. So I never like to apply foundation underneath my eyes because I'm going to go in with concealer anyway, and I feel like I don't need all of that extra coverage because more than half of the time I'm always using a medium to full coverage concealer. Speaking of medium to full coverage, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I love this one, and I'm going to be using the shade Golden Beige today. So whenever I'm doing a look that's just super simple, and even just in general lately, I haven't been using a lot of concealer underneath my eyes because I feel like it can just be a little bit excessive. So I'm literally just going to do that right in like the inner corners of my eyes, and then I'm going to take my sponge again and just blend it out. Because I notice if I'm doing like a huge triangle like the way that I used to, it's just an excess amount of product that you just really don't need, because if you're just blending out the inner corner of your eyes, as you're blending out the concealer, you're gonna kind of create that natural triangle anyway without having to use that much product. So with any extra concealer that I have on my sponge, I'll just go in and kind of use it to highlight the high points of my face. So in between my brows, down my nose, above my lip, around my mouth, and on my chin. And this will give you that highlighted effect without having to actually go back in and do a ton of concealer everywhere. I'll do the concealer on the center portion of my face usually when I'm doing something more full coverage, but if I'm on the go, I like to do this because it's really quick and easy and you don't have to use a lot of product. With a smaller, more precise brush, this one is from Amazon, I'm going to just take the inner corners of the concealer, inner corners of my eyes, and blend out the concealer. Just to be a little bit more precise, because the sponge can be a little bit big, so I always like to do this. This brush, by the way, is from a brush set that I will link for you guys down below. Then I'm going to go ahead and set my face and my under eyes. I'm going to be using my Collab Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder. This is my holy grail favorite translucent powder of life, and I forgot how much I love it. I've been using so many other translucent powders because I feel like I'm always trying out new makeup, that I used this again recently and I was like, oh my gosh, why did I ever stop using this? I have this one, by the way, in the shade Porcelin Ivory, and it's like my perfect shade. They also do have other shades as well, so I'm gonna just take some and apply it right onto the lid, and then I'll take my sponge, dip into the lid, and then I will just start setting. I will set from the outer corner of my eyes to the inner corner just to prevent excess creasing. It's just such a nice, smoothing, natural powder. Like, it never looks cakey no matter how much you use. It's super smoothing. It doesn't give you any white cast. Like, it's literally a perfect powder. If I could recommend one powder to you guys, like a translucent everyday powder, it would definitely be this one. So I'm going to just set the rest of my face using the sponge, because I find that when you do this, it really gives you like a natural powdered look, and it doesn't really look like you have powder on, but you know, you do. It just looks super, super smooth and seamless on the skin. Whereas if you go over top with a brush, I find that it can look a little bit too harsh sometimes and very, very powdery. So I like to just do this everywhere. And if needed, I'll go in and kind of blend everything out a little bit more. I'm gonna be using this large powder brush from Equate. I actually just got this at Walmart. Love these brushes. I'm just gonna kind of blend out any excess powder if needed. Really quick, I'm just gonna finish up my eyes since I'm here, and yeah, I have a weird way of doing my makeup. I always like just do it all over the place. So I'm gonna start off by just lining my waterline actually, and I'm gonna be using my Essence Extreme Lasting Easy Glide and Waterproof Pencil in the shade Silky Nude. Applying a nude pencil to your eyes really gives your eyes that open, wide awake look, especially if it's in the morning, you're going to work or school. I think this is like a must. You see like how much it just opens up the eyes. I love doing this. Even when I'm doing like a dramatic look, I think a nude pencil always makes a difference. And you could use a white pencil as well, but I find that nude looks a little bit more natural. White can be a little bit like too intense for me personally. Like it depends on the look that I'm doing, but I usually always go for nude. So for bronzer today, just a classic for me is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I just feel like you can't go wrong with this. It's perfect, it's natural, and it gives you that nice sun-kissed look without being overly orange or anything. I am going to be using my Wet n Wild P53 brush because this gives you a really natural kind of soft contoured look without being too much. So I like to focus the bronzer right on this area right here, and I'm not going to do any crazy contour. That's why I like this brush, because it gives you like that soft effect. It's like a bronzed contour look, so it's like 2-in-1, and I love it because normally I would bronze my skin and then chisel my cheeks out a little bit more, but when I'm doing a look like this, I don't really like to do that. I like to keep it really, really simple. And this brush is perfect for that. Take just a little bit right down my nose, like nothing crazy. Again, just keeping it really simple, but I feel like I need to add something to my nose so that it doesn't look just like something sitting in the middle of my face. Then for blush, I have this e.l.f. Modern Metals palette. This is so beautiful if you really, really want something that's really natural on the skin. It looks like you're just blushing from within. So I'm literally gonna take all 3 of the blushes in here and run my brush through all of them. I'm just gonna apply this right to the apples of the cheeks. Okay, I used a little bit too much. Went a little crazy, but I really wanted to show you guys like the color, and this can be very toned down if you don't use as much as I did. I just wanted to show you the color, but it's okay. This brush, by the way, is also from Amazon. So then we want to blend that out. So with any extra translucent powder that I have on my lid right here, I'm just going to take that large powder brush that I was using earlier, and I'm going to just run through my cheeks just to blend everything out a little bit further. Then for highlight, this is one of my favorite, just like, I can't even describe this highlighter. It's just such a perfect highlight for every single day, especially if you don't like to glow a lot, if you have a lot of texture. If you are a bride, I think you would love this highlight. It's literally perfect because it's not glittery, it's not chunky, it just looks like you're glowing from within. So this is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade number 10, Be My Highlight. You guys know I love to glow, but I love this highlight, even though it's not super intense. When you apply it, it's just so pretty. So I'm gonna just apply this using my brush. This one is from Shop Miss A, and you can get it to be really intense, but if you just do it real subtle, oh, it's so pretty. Do a little bit on my chin, a little bit right above the brow on the temple area. You see how pretty it is? It's so smooth, and again, I'm just gonna blend that out because I really don't want a lot today, even though I love my highlight. I think for a look like this, it looks super natural and super pretty if you just don't do a lot. You see? It's super smooth. I'm gonna take that same highlight and I'm gonna apply that on the inner corners of my eye. And I'm just using a pencil brush. This one's from Sigma. And I'm gonna highlight my brow bone. I love not using any eyeshadow and just highlighting my brow bone because I like the natural color of my lids with this look, because again, it just adds more to that natural effect. How many times have I said natural in this video? Then of course, for the lips, you could do any lip color. You could do a gloss, you could do a clear gloss, a bold gloss, you could do a really dramatic deep lip. So I'm gonna start with the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade Bear. These wooden lip pencils are life-changing. They're so good. I love this color, it's perfect. It goes with a lot of different nudes, whether they're lighter or darker. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with my Ofra long-lasting liquid lipstick in the shade Verona, which I actually got this in a BoxyCharm, but I love Ofra liquid lipsticks. Like, they are definitely one of the best formulas on the market. Last but not least, I'm going to set my makeup, and one of my favorite setting sprays whenever I'm doing a look like this is the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist, and the reason is because I love dewy skin, and I think skin is super important with a look like this because you want to look fresh and natural and glowy. Sometimes I like an all matte look, but all in all, I always usually prefer setting sprays that kind of make my skin just look really fresh. This one's perfect, and it smells like coconuts. Literally just smells like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but in a setting spray form, and it's amazing. So when I purchased this, I actually got it online. Pretty sure it should still be available, so I will link it for you guys. Shake it up a little bit and spritz the face. Okay guys, so that completes this makeup tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you hopefully liked the little tips and tricks that I showed you along the way. These are personally things that I like to do every single time I do this look. And yeah, huge shout out once again to Kiss for sponsoring today's video. I will leave all the products that I used down below linked so you guys can check them out. Thank you all so much for everything. I love you guys. We'll see you in a few days in my next video. Bye.